All right. What is going on, guys? It's Matt here, and in today's video, we are going to be going over the Stargazer patch notes. Okay? Let's just jump right into it because there is a lot to talk about. We have the growth event for Sia Astelle, obviously brand new class coming to Global Maple Story. We have the Erda Link system, Hyper Burning Max, Morningstar Banquet, Challenger World, and more. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. New job, Sia Astelle. Okay. Her Legion bonus. It's BIS. Abnormal status damage. At 250, 6%. I think this is a first, right? We've never had a abnormal status damage Legion, right? So this is just basically 6% damage, right? 6% damage. Instead of just making her Legion like boss damage or whatever. Like every class has abnormal status damage if you're using Explorer Mage Link, right? Most classes just have some sort of a debuff. So at 250 piece, 6% abnormal status damage. We are grinding Sia to 250, baby. Let's go! Week 1, 250. Yeah. I am. Just saying, I'm going to. We're grinding Sia, okay? And then her primary weapon is Celestial Light, new weapon, new secondary, and her link skill, level 3 link skill. Okay, level 3 link skill, which means level 210. 10% buff duration and 3% critical damage. So just shy of 4% from Kinesis, but she gives an extra 10% buff duration. So this is a BIS Link and BIS Legion. Okay. So, I mean, we clearly know what Nexon is up to with this class. Clearly. That's great. What are we going to replace, though, for Sia? That is the question. Maybe Kane, if you're using Kane. Might have to, like, math it out. You know, you shouldn't be using Spirit of Freedom. Maybe for certain bosses, right? But definitely gonna have to replace her with something. Xenon, maybe, yeah. Lumi, right? You probably don't need the IED from Lumi. But yeah. Xenon, Lumi, Kane, Spirit of Freedom, but BIS Link and BIS Legion as well. Okay. Awesome. Great start. Her main weapon, okay, and secondary, she's got a Pinot secondary, okay, she's got the emblem. The medals look really cool. They're just showing all of the different celestial lights, okay. Her Genesis too. Does that look different? Is this just a smaller image? The sealed Genesis Celestial Lights is a smaller image compared to the actual. Yeah, like, does her weapon get bigger when you liberate it? Okay, I mean, that's weird. They modified Phantom's Cane. Oh, I see it. No. I kind of see it. And then they just added like this like little like celestial light, like this like rhombus on the tip of the Phantom's Cane. That's interesting. Okay, well, her skills, okay. Let's go over the skills. So she has marking skills and constellation skills, right? Marking skills, if these types of skills are used, they will automatically get recorded on the stellagram. You can record up to 4 marking skills at a time. And then constellation skills are activated based on the combo of the marking skills you record. The combo will be used determined. The combo you use will determine which constellation skills you unleash. Okay. So beginner skill, she has a buff. What? That increases attack and magic attack of all nearby characters. I'm sorry. She has a beginner skill that is a party buff? Oh, it's Echo. Right. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. I was about to say, like, that's kind of crazy. Okay. She also has a float. Oh, that's her glide. It says by gliding. So the starry wave. So I guess that's her glide. Return to skill, you know, to home. Okay. And then her stellar marking skill. Okay. First job, marking is Ray. Your constellation is Antares. Okay. Starlight is a toggle. An additional attack is made upon attacking. Okay. Right. So that's a bit of a final attack, right? Toggle. Okay. You have teleport a set distance to other locations. Okay. So that's your teleport. Up jump. Okay. You're going to get magic attack. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. For passive. Damage. Decrease taken. Okay. And transfer some damage received. Magic guard. Okay. That's first job. Pretty standard. Pretty basic. Your next marking skill is called Boom. And then you have Algol, right, for the constellation. She has a buff that increases critical damage. But nothing, this says nothing about to parties, right? So probably just increases her own critical damage. Right? I guess we'll see. But it doesn't say to, you know, other characters. And then you have, luckily, thank you for the reset, by the way. Let me turn that off. I forgot to turn those off. I don't want that to go. Okay. I don't want that to be playing, like, you know, during the video and stuff. Okay. So increases damage attack speed. Okay. Magic mastery. That's her mastery. Permanently increases maximum MP. All right. And then her Starlight Enhancement upgraded passive. Okay. Which is her toggle. Right? That's just like a final attack type skill. You summon something out, it does damage, right? It just gets stronger. That's second job. Third job, Pole. Okay, your next marking skill. And then you have 3 new constellations. How do I read these? Alchiba, Bellatrix, and Fomalhaut. Foma, whatever. Anyways. The first stellar constellation skill increases her ID. Okay. Bellatrix. Complete the fusion to temporarily gain the Bellatrix buff, activating Starlight Link at your location at set intervals. Okay. Okay. So the Starlight Link, right? Her toggle? Okay. So I'm guessing that's like an AoE skill, right? And then Fomalhaut. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know how to pronounce that. But this is also, I guess, a summon. Spins around you and damages nearby enemies for a set amount. Oh, spins around you. So this is like a Lord of the Deep, right? Or like a Frenzy type skill. Okay. Okay. That's gonna make grinding a lot easier. Starry Boost. When Starry Boost is toggled, she has a second toggle. The maneuverability and distance of Starlight increases. So your toggle gets better. Gotcha. Okay. Passive, more magic attack, crit rate, crit damage, knockback resistance. Okay. Stellar Enhancement 1. So strength to your connection to the stars and increases the intensity of the starlight you can summon. Okay. Doesn't give us much description there. And then Starlight Enhancement 2. Just, I guess, makes the toggle even better. Okay, nice. Fourth job, Link is your marking skill. And then you have Izar and Vega and Saddle Melik. Cool. But only 2 constellation skills, right? Izar summons 3 blades that orbit around you, dealing damage, striking nearby enemies for a set duration. Bro, this class... What the fuck? This class sounds OP for grinding. Like, pre-Janus and shit. This class sounds insane. Vega, complete the fusion to summon a Starlit Gust, dealing damage to nearby enemies and grants you the Starlight Wings buff. When the buff is active, enemies around you will be attacked periodically. So she's just a... Bro, she's just a farming machine. Okay? She's just constantly doing damage to everything around her. You know, oh my god. And then Saddle Melik grants invincibility and decreasing damage taken. Iframe. Ooh, okay. Appear increases final damage for a set amount of time. That's a buff. Another buff. Hones your resolve to ignore certain abnormal status effects. Okay, okay. So maybe that's her Hero's Echo? Probably. Oh. Maple Warrior, pretty standard. Astral Assimilation, more magic mastery, magic attack, crit rate, crit damage, damage boss, knockback resistance. Okay. Empowered Ray. That just makes Ray better. Empowered Boom just makes Boom better. Just makes the marking skills better. Okay. You know, like, self-explanatory. And then you have more enhancements, all right, to Stellar and Starlight skills, right? Stellar, Starlight, again, is the toggle. And we'll know more about this, you know, when we get in-game with her. You know, that's going to be more exciting. Hyper skills, okay, you have hyper skills for marking, for Stellar marking, Appear, okay, cool. Increases the final damage, I mean, like... Yes. Yes, okay. Permanently increases the appears buff duration. Does this skill have a cooldown? If it has a cooldown, I guess this would be... it does have a... Okay, well, that answers my question. So... Does the skill have a cooldown? Well, yes. It appears it does have a cooldown. So I'm guessing these 3 are going to be like BIS hyper skills, right? These 3 right here. And then maybe to like your marking or something like that, right? Maybe Stellar marking, because you can have 5. So these 3, maybe Stellar marking enhance, right? And then like just the damage of your marking skills, probably. Yeah, so I would say like reinforce, enhance, and then all 3 of these. Just my guess. I don't know. I'm no Sia main. And then you have your active skills for hyper skills. Okay. So Canopus. Complete the fusion to temporarily summon Canopus as an anchor, dealing continuous damage to nearby enemies. More summons. Capella. Right, temporarily receive the Light of Capella buff, increasing crit damage and crit rate. Okay, nice. 2 constellation skills right there. And then Observe is a buff. That's just like your standard like 190 buff that gives you like probably 10% damage, you know, on a 2-minute cooldown, right? And then her 5th job skills. Okay, 5th job skills, Shine, another marking skill. Right, and then you have 2 more constellations, Sirius and Saddle Sood. So Sirius is the wolf, dealing damage to nearby enemies. Everything just deals damage to nearby enemies. Saddle Sood temporarily summons an hourglass and then explodes with great force. Okay, nice, big damage. Time Binder binds the flow of time, immobilizing enemies within range. Okay, there's your bind. And then Savior's Circle combines the power of the 12 constellations to create a greater strength greater than any star alone. That's a buff. It doesn't really tell us what the buff does. Okay, that's great, but I guess we'll find out. Guess we'll find out when we get in game, you know. But yeah, that tells me fucking nothing about what the buff does. Thank you very much. And then our boost nodes. How many skills is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's a little awkward, right? She's got 10 skills that you want to boost. Maybe you don't have to boost one of these, and then you'll use like 3 trios, 6 slots. Or you could do some kind of like weird setup. But yeah, I mean, like 10 skills, that's kind of awkward, not gonna lie, for boost nodes. But yeah, you'll just end up, you probably just boost everything. You have like the room for it, you know, more than likely. And then you have like your 5th job skill nodes. What, you know what's funny, when I was like looking through this, decent, advanced blessing, and speed infusion are marked as active skills. No, that is false. All right, silly Nexon, these are not active skills. In fact, these are passive skills, right? So probably should change that. So I caught that. I mean, it doesn't really fucking matter, but like, yeah, you know, like they're not active. She does have a best in slot Link skill and Legion. Yeah. The update will be live 7 p.m. EST, hopefully, on the 11th. Okay, 6 job skills. Okay, Celestial Design is her active. That's, I guess, her origin, right? And then you have Shine Ray, Stellar 1, Shine Boost, Savior Circle, Series Boost, and Salisude. Saddles, I don't have no idea how to pronounce that. Bro, some of her skills, man. And then note, the maximum number of character slots has been increased from 57 to 58. Yay! Let's go. Okay, +1 character slot. And okay, so those are her beginner 1st to 6th job skills. We'll see exactly how they work in game when we can get in game, you know, after the maintenance tomorrow. But yeah, those are her skills. New area, we got Ort. This is Sia's hometown, right? Yep. There's new maps to explore. I don't think any of these are sacred area maps like some people wanted, but I guess we'll see. We don't know yet. I don't think so. And then there's new quests related to Sia Astelle, new achievements as well. And then these are the mobs that you can find in Ort for your monster collection. Yay! Erda Link. Let's go. Let's talk about Erda Link. All right. Erda Link is a new system introduced with 6 job advancement for Sia Astelle. So as you can see here, right, you have the Erda Link, right? You click on that, the button. The system enhances character progression through a runestone node tree, where activating and enhancing stone boost stats, empowers existing skills, and unlocks powerful new ones. Okay, the UI overview. To access the Erda Link UI, you open up the skill UI, select the 6 job tree, a runestone node tree where stones can be activated and enhanced, a section displaying shine stones, a list of currently owned Soul Erda and Soul Erda fragments, a preview panel showing detailed information about the selected stone, a toggle button to view light power, and a button to access the Soul Erda Conversion UI. What is that? We'll talk about it later. All stats gained through the Erda Link can be viewed by clicking the See Stats button. And you can see here, there's a Erda Link stats. So it's basically your hyper stats, right? Or hexa stats, not hyper stats, right? So this is just hexa stats. Everything else is kind of the same. Like she has Soul Janus, right? People are like, oh my gosh, you know, Soul Janus or whatever. So nah, like she has like her origin, right? Her boost nodes. her mastery nodes, like everything is pretty standard. And then the Erda Link stats is basically her Hexa stats, right? And this is the UI, right? There are different types of stones. They're activated by using your Soul Erda and Soul Erda fragments. 5 main types of stones. You have Origin Stone, Ultimate Stone, Skill Stone, Boost Stone, and Rush Stone. Okay, your Origin Stone. Do I need to explain what that is? It's your origin. Your Ultimate Stone is basically your boost nodes, right? So it enhances 4th job and lower skills. Okay. Nope, sorry, not 5th job skills. This is your mastery. Ultimate Stone is your mastery. Oopsie. Correction. That's your mastery. Skill Stone is your 5th job skills. Okay. What does it say here, though? Enhances 5th job skills. Activate common skills through skill stones, such as... So you also activate Soul Janus through a skill stone. Can be enhanced up to level 30 through one of the following methods. Enhanced twice by 15 levels. Enhanced directly to level 30 at once. What? 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 What is... How do you do that with... like Soul Erda energy? Don't you need Soul Erda energy and fragments like per level up? So you enhance it twice by 15 levels, or to level 30 at once. Like, yeah, does that mean you can get level 30 Janus in one click? But it shows level 2 Janus right here, so that makes no sense. That is confusing. That is really confusing. Okay. Requires 5th job skill node to be 25 to unlock it. Yeah, requires all connected rush stones to be activated before it becomes available. Okay. What is a boost stone? A boost stone grants bonus effects when specific activation conditions are met. Cannot be enhanced, requires light power to be activated. Okay. And then a rush stone provides a bonus stance, cannot be enhanced, becomes available when the previous connected stone is activated. Stones that do not meet activation or enhancement requirements will have the activate stone or enhance stone button disabled, with a tooltip explaining the unlock conditions when hovering over. Stones that meet the requirements will glow and the corresponding button will be enabled. Activating a stone unlocks new paths, and connected branches will light up. Okay, light power. Okay, what is light power? Light power is required to activate certain standalone stones, such as boost stones and ultimate stones. Sure. And ultimate is your masteries. Light power expands with each activation, except in cases where stones require multiple connected activations and conditions to unlock. Click the light power toggle to display the current range of light power. When light power overlaps with the stone that can be activated, a message will appear. Okay. So you see all these different stones that can be activated, and it's like, oh, like this is the area, right? So like you have to like basically, I don't know, you have to like unlock everything in this square, you know, in order to move forward, you know, and unlock further things. So yeah. I don't know if RT Plus is bannable. Rapid trigger. No idea. No idea. Okay, Shine Stones, the one on the bottom. Okay, Shine Stones are special stones that provide additional stats that can be enhanced until level 20. Starting at level 11, enhancements may fail and cause the stone's level to decrease. Ah, yes. Star Forcing. Shine Stones are activated and enhanced by using Soul Erda, Fragments, and Mesos. Oh, Mesos too. Okay. Even better. Each Shine Stone has a specific activation requirement that must be met before it can be activated. So for the first one, you have to activate your Ultimate Stone. The second one, 2 Skill Stones. Third one, activate 2 Boost Stones and get to 270. And then the fourth one, get a Shine Stone enhancement to level 10, right? And I guess any of the 3, right? And it increases, the first one gives you main stat boss damage. Second one, magic attack IED. Third one, damage and crit damage. And fourth one, main stat and boss damage again. Interesting. Interesting. So she just gets more damage. That's kind of new. Right? That's kind of new. Feels like old BT. Yeah. Everyone's kind of saying that this is very similar to like PoE. You know, like this Erda Link system. Like you can drag it, you know, and look at everything. But it's very reminiscent of PoE, I guess. You know, like it is what it is. But you have like an area that you can enhance in, and then in order to enhance that area further, you have to enhance the stuff inside the area. So, yeah, okay. And next we have her level up event, right? Her growth event. June 11th until August 26th. Okay, you have to be level 20 or higher on Sia Astelle characters, right? It's through the event UI. And then you have 2 different things. Wishes of Progress, level-based progression rewards, and Wishes of Style, fashion, and cosmetic rewards. Okay? Up here, down here. All right. And what do we have here from what we can see? VIP boosters, regular EXP vouchers, nodes, 3x, karma unique potion, frags, and energy. Okay. And then once, I guess, you hit all of these level up, you know, these level milestones, then you will get the reward, right, for that constellation. So this goes all the way up to 260. And then there's a premium pass. There's a regular, obviously there's like a regular growth path, and then there's a premium pass. We'll see how much that costs. But yeah, additional rewards if you spend Maple points. And then I like how this says fashion pass for new Sias. Like this implies that there's already Sias that are made, right? Hello, excuse me. Like what do you mean for new Sias? Right? Are you implying that there's already created and already made Sias in the Maple world? Like, yeah, obviously everyone's a new Sia. But yeah, like just like a bunch of cosmetic rewards for 2 weeks, which is cool. Right? I guess you just have to like kill like 1,000 mobs or something like that, but I guess we'll get into that in just a little bit. Okay. So, for Wishes of Progress, you'll earn rewards as you reach level milestones throughout the event. There's the basic rewards and the premium pass rewards. Premium pass is 25k Maple points. There you go, where you can receive additional rewards and special perks. Oh, special perks. You have the premium pass rewards, right? So I guess this track down here. Access to the premium login event. What is that? And hunting perks. 50% extra EXP, 10% increased item drop rate, and revive in place upon death. Wow. Okay, the premium pass can only be purchased once per account. Additional rewards and special perks are only applied to Sia Astelle character that purchase the premium pass and are not shared with other characters within the account. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Can you hyperburn a Sia? No. 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 Dicky Raid. What up, Dicky? Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. He said he would raid Amaranth. What a fucking liar. We're just going over the patch notes right now. We're just going over the patch notes. All right. So, thank you. Thank you. I hope you had a good stream. I was about to do / shout out Dicky. Not gonna lie. All right, I stopped myself. You cannot burn Sia Astelle. No, cannot burn her. But the hunting perks, 25k maple points. Yeah, 50% extra bonus EXP. I mean, like it's worth it. I don't know what the premium login event is, but yeah. Okay. Complete special milestones to unlock additional rewards up here, right? Reach certain level milestones, and then you can get the rewards up top. You gotta hit all those levels. Okay, so clearly Sia is getting the special treatment compared to Mo, right? Compared to Mo Shen. His level up and growth support event was absolute ass cheeks, right? It was ass. It sucked. This one is significantly better because it hits like every single level from 200 to 260, right? And then Mo's is like, yeah, bro, here's a 220 reward, and then I will see you later until 240. You know, like it's like just like every level in between just doesn't fucking matter. He's just like, you know, 230. Nah, I guess we forgot about it. You know, can't do anything about it now. So yeah, let's see the rewards. Let's see the rewards. Growth support box. Okay. Wow. As you start the character, 40% extra bonus EXP, 30% normal monster damage, 30 attack and 30 magic attack for 60 days. That's crazy. That's crazy. Obviously, this is just for the Sia herself. Right? That's premium pass. Oh, this is the premium pass. Oh, so you gotta pay $25. Okay. Oh, this is the basic. Okay. Oh, that's oh, wow. Wow. Okay. That's kind of crazy. And then you know, if you don't buy the pass, you get a pet. Here's your pet. You know, premium pass. Wow. Here's a title. That's crazy. Okay. Yep, you get a snail pet. Premium pass, just they're really selling you on their premium pass. It's like, yeah, you can choose a pink outfit or a purple outfit. I like the purple one a little bit more. Okay, that's for starting. Level 30 reward. Okay, level 30 gear. Trait boost potion for the premium. Level 100 frozen gear. And premium 3x coupon and burning boss accessory box. Okay, just get all of these. Very nice. Level 150 Rudabis gear, pretty standard. And you get a VIP booster. Oh, 10 of them. Sorry, 10 of them. 3x coupons. You have the quantity on the right side. Level 200. 1 hour of 3x arcane symbols, premium 1000 exp vouchers, and a level 10 arcane symbol. Okay, an item burning box. Okay, yeah, here's challenger gear for $25. 200 honor medals. So level 200 is like, here's 5th job. Here's an instant level 10 symbol, right? So you're halfway there. Here's some honor exp to fuck around with, and here's just like a bajillion damage, you know? Yeah, in case you were struggling up until then, right? Like here's just a fuck ton of damage. Yeah, so that premium pass, guys, we're all buying it, right? Yep, glad we all agree. What the hell is the... Oh, yeah, the Constellation. Yeah. Completing the Constellation, getting to 200, you get the extra rewards. The box is tradable. Oh. The box is tradable. Oh. Oh shit. That's kind of... Wait, that's even better. That's even better. Bro, this alone is worth $25. Like this alone is just worth the $25, man. Oh my god, next I'm being so generous with the pricing of this pass. You know, they could have made it like 50k an X, you know, or something. I wonder if this is a typo. I hope it's not a typo. But tradable within world, that's pretty insane. That is pretty insane. Yeah, it gives you a celestial light. Some things aren't adding up here. Some things aren't adding up here, right? Like this box gives you her weapon, but it's tradable within world. So what the fuck? Yeah, you can give it to another another Sia. This is probably a typo because this doesn't make sense. Unless, obviously, like if you open it up on a Sia, you get her Celestial Light, but if you open it on a different character, you get the different weapon, right? I don't know, but yeah, maybe this part is a typo. Maybe it's a typo. We'll see, right? You also get 50 honor medals, so premium gets 250 honor medals, right? But these are tradable within world, right? Some of these things are tradable within world, which is nice. A lot of this is untradeable and bound to Sia. Level 210, get more arcane symbols, EXP vouchers. You get a choo-choo, level 10 choo-choo symbol. Okay, they already updated already, Pog. Okay, and even more EXP vouchers. At 220, this unit damage skin, it looks nice, but the numbers kind of look a little too spaced out, not gonna lie. Like, that looks weird. That looks weird. Looks a little weird. 100 note stones though, and then a Absol weapon or Dominator pendant. I mean, obviously you're choosing the Dominator pendant, right? If you're gonna get the premium pass for the item burning, right? 220. You're also getting a level 10 Lashland symbol, 6,000 more EXP vouchers, right? Compared to 1,300. Bro, this is a lot of rewards. Holy shit. Oh my god. Level 225, level 10 Arcana symbol. You get some node stones, right? More symbol selectors. I'm just trying to see if anything is like stands out, right? Serious mount, that looks adorable, right? Tradable within world, by the way. That looks adorable. I love it. More EXP vouchers. Level 10 Morass symbol at 230. And you also get an Izar Roid coupon as well. That looks pretty sick. I like it. And you also get an Abyss Hunter ring, right? So that helps out just for grinding. Can't put potential on it, but it gives you extra normal monster damage, right? How's the patch looking? So far, okay, but we're still on all the Sia stuff. There's so much more to talk about. So just, yeah. 235 reward. Okay. Sphere symbol, right? More node stones. Gotcha. Arcane symbols. Complete the constellation. 10,000 EXP vouchers. You don't need a premium pass for this, right? VIP boosters. 3x. Level 240. 20,000 EXP vouchers and 5,000 more EXP. 25,000 EXP vouchers if you buy the premium pass. 300 arcane symbols. Okay, and then you get this sick nasty infinite starlight title. This is the basic reward for hitting 240, right? 20% more EXP, 20 boss, IED, 30 attack, magic attack, all stat, 50 sacred, 100 arcane. if you need that. That is pretty big, right? That's pretty massive. That will help at a cost of minus 20% EXP from the other title that you get, right? And then you get this Algoroid. Cute. I like it. Yeah, it's cute. Level 245. More arcane symbols, EXP nodes. Starting to get those now. Okay. 250. More arcane symbols. 30,000 EXP vouchers, bro. Where was this for Mo? Where was this for Mo, bro? They literally swept Moshen under the rug, man. Holy shit. Bro, if we had some kind of premium pass for him too, bro, it would have been so fucking lit. They're putting everything they have into Sia, dude. Everything. Everything. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Nah. They're doing their best right now. They're doing their best right now with Sia. I'm loving these rewards, dude. I'm loving these rewards. So 10,000, so you're getting 40,000 EXP vouchers if you get the premium pass for the 250 reward. 500 arcane symbols. This is crazy, bro. It is absolutely insane. 255, you get a Punch King ticket that is tradable within world. Tradable within world, Punch King ticket. Right, and these arcane symbols, by the way, are also tradable within world, so you don't have to use it on your Sia if you don't want to. You get more arcane symbols, you get more EXP node stones, right? Level 260, 40 fragments, Sword of Fragments, 100 from their premium pass, an instant level 5 sacred symbol, and a Karma legendary potential scroll. Okay. And you get 30 sacred symbols as well. Okay, so insta level 5 Cernium. Pair that up with the title that you got earlier, you have 100 sacred power at 260. As soon as you hit 260, you get your 6 job advancement. Boom. 100 sacred power. Just like that. That's going to make grinding super fucking easy if you're trying to push Sia. And then complete the constellation reward. And you get more, you get 3 Solar Erda, 50 more fragments, right? So this is like 190 fraggies if you include the premium pass right there. Not too bad. Oh, and here's the premium login event. Okay. Players with the premium pass also gain access to the premium login event, which provides rewards based on cumulative total playtime. You have 25 hours, 50 hours, 75 hours, and 100 hours. Okay. You can accumulate only 5 hours of playtime per day. So you have to play for 20 days in order to get all of the rewards. What do you get? You get this Fortune Root pet. Okay. Looks adorable. I love it. It's not a vac pet. Probably not. I wouldn't assume that it is. Okay. The second box, you get another of these outfits. So I guess you can get both if you get the premium pass. You can get both of them, purple and pink, and 5 EXP nodes as well. Okay, that's cool. 75 hours, 50 more fraggies, 10 more EXP nodes, and for 100, you get a chair. Okay, so it's not like anything like too OP or anything like that, right? Like, it's nothing too insane. You get like 15 EXP nodes, you get some fraggies, you get this adorable pet, right? After 5 days of playing. That's kind of weird. Like, they don't want to give it to you immediately, right away. Like, yeah, we'll give this to you in 5 days. You know? So you gotta wait 5 days. Okay. And then there's a fashion pass. Unlock exclusive items by purchasing the fashion pass for 15k maple points. So there's another pass on top of the pass. Okay. So total of 40k maple points if you buy the fashion pass as well. One item is unlocked each day you log in, starting from the day the fashion pass is purchased. Okay. Yeah. There you go. So you get her wisdom. That's the weapon. It's a very nice weapon. Okay. Chat label ring, roll face coupon, hair coupon, 3 premium style boxes, regular hair color coupon, so you can't select the color for that. Cape effect, skin color coupon, beauty hair slot, color dye, okay. Another effect, all right. And a background. Oh, this background is so beautiful. Oh yeah, bro, you gotta get this. You gotta get this. 269, nice, nice, nice. I like it. I like it. I like it. See ya later. Legion, kind of lacking, not gonna lie. Only 5.3k. All right, we gotta get that up. All right, we gotta increase that. Okay, but yeah, this background looks great. I'll say, I mean, adorable, but like it looks great. How do I feel about her Legion block? Bis, bro. Abnormal status damage 6%. Like I'm getting her to 250, probably 260. Like I'm buying the premium pass and all this. Like I'm grinding Sia when the patch drops, right? Like this is gonna be my focus for like probably the first week or so, right? So we're gonna be playing a new class. I'm gonna be checking her out. But absolutely, like best in slot Link skill, best in slot Legion. That's what I was hoping for, you know. It's a great addition to the game. Abnormal status damage for a Legion block that's new, right? Like, it's basically 6% damage, right? Like that's the Legion block. It's basically 6% damage, which is 6% boss, but it's abnormal status damage, which is just a debuff on an enemy. So our Link has it's level 3 by the way, so up to 210, but it gives 10 buff and 3% crit damage. You cannot hyper burn her. It says somewhere, I think, in these patch notes, but you cannot hyper burn her. But that's basically it for Sia, right? I think it's going to be mentioned later in the hyper burn max portion. I think I saw it somewhere, right? I saw it somewhere, but you cannot hyper burn her. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Next, okay, so that's all the Sia stuff. Her growth event. Wow, that was a lot. That was a lot. This video is gonna be super fucking super long. But some of these things we don't have to like talk about too extensively and in depth, right? And there will be timestamps for everything. Okay, so skill sequence. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. I don't need to explain this, right? You have a button, Huya and Huh, right? So you have a button, you put skills on that button, you press button, and then your skills go. All right. Do I need to like? There's so much text here explaining skill sequence when you can just explain it in 5 seconds. Okay, that's all there is to it. Okay, you can play around with it, you can fuck around with it, you can have multiple different like presets and buttons, you know, as well. So there's a cap. Right, I believe there's a cap, 10 different rows, but yeah, multiple buttons. Boom. This is gonna make bossing so much easier and so much more fun for a lot of classes. Here's an example. Right, here's an example for Ho Young. Wow, look at all those skills. That's crazy. Oh, the reason why these skills are like X'd out, I believe, is because she already popped them, right? Like they're already on cooldown. So yeah, if you press the button again, it'll only activate the skill that is available, right? And you also need a total of 3 skills in order to have a skill sequence. I'm pretty sure that says it somewhere here in this text. But you do need at least 3 skills. Yeah, a sequence needs at least 3 skills in order to be used. So here's a very pro tip, okay, for Dawn Warriors. You can put True Sight on a skill sequence, but you have to have 3 skills. So you put 2 decent skills that are always on cooldown, okay? So you put like HS and combat orders or whatever in your skill sequence, and then true sight, and you will no longer have true sight delay when casting the skill. There you go. There's a Dawn Warrior pro tip right there. Skill improvements and changes. Ah, yes. This got spoiled to me. Okay, no 2-minute changes, right? We were all hoping for it. We're all hoping for it. Who's got the image? Who's got the image? Major changes coming to every single class in the game. Okay, major changes. Right. Major my fucking ass cheeks. Okay. There's nothing major about these changes. Okay, we got Schmeckeldorfed, we got bamboozled. All right. There it is. Yep. There's Nexon. We can go down to the non-KMS classes, but there's a bunch of different like fixes here, right, that they did. They already included M3, M4, by the way, okay? Mind you, Hexa Joel Salvo is not a thing, okay? This is version 260 in June. Hexa Joel Salvo is a M3, M4 Wild Hunter skill, right? We don't have that in the game yet. So why the fuck are you resolving issues for something that's not in the game? Crazy. That's insane. Preemptively, like, patching in, you know, resolutions to issues. I mean, but yeah, the skill improvements. This is what I thought we were gonna get. You know, I was really hoping for the 2-minute balance patch, but this is nothing. This is nothing. It's like you go down to Bowmaster. Yeah, Phoenix changed the attack mechanism. Major changes, by the way. Major changes. We love these major changes, right? Hexa Phoenix Drive. This is not even in the game. This isn't a skill. It's not a fucking skill. Yet there's changes to the skill. You know, like, that's fucking crazy, bro. That's fucking crazy. We don't need to go over these skill changes or anything like that. Okay. Decreasing the cooldown of Final Cut. That's cool. You can read all these if you want yourself, but really, it's nothing too much. Dawn Warrior does get a little bit of a buff, which is nice, right? You like to see that. Dawn Warrior does get a little buff. Little buff. Stuff changes to Nightwalker. We can scroll down to the non-KMS classes. Right, we can scroll down. Keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling. Wild Hunter. Wow, Jaguar Rider. Major changes, by the way. Major changes to every single class. I'm not gonna let you live it down. I'm not. Hexa Hunting Unit Skill. That's not a thing. This is not a thing. It's not in the game. A major change to something that's not in the game yet. It's not. Okay. Anyways, people are talking about the non-KMS classes. Let's talk about it. Vanquisher's Charm. This is actually good. Unironically. Right? Decreasing the amount of mana consumed per second from 40 to 25. I still think it's too much. Right? I still think it's too much. But this is actually a good change to Vanquisher's Charm. And decreasing the cooldown from 70 seconds to 50 seconds. Unironically, this is a very good change. Right? But it's still not amazing. It still can be better. And then Shikigami Haunting restores mana, you know, from 5 to 20. Like, restoring even more mana. Cool. Domain. And there it is. There it is. Domain is only affecting the Kana. There it is. Final damage has been increased to 36%. Right? Number of attacks increased. The cooldown has been decreased to be a 3-minute skill. right? Skill duration has been decreased by 15 seconds, but domain no longer buffs the party. There it is. There it is. Yuki Musume, cooldown reduced to 60 seconds. That's a dub. Great change. Orochi Unbound, 90 to 60 seconds. Cool. W change. They get an extra 10% final damage. Awesome. Good change. And Bellflower Barrier, I think that's the boss barrier. Right? Cooldown it to 60 seconds. Duration from 100 to 30. I guess that's fine. It's mostly just for like for your burst and stuff like that. Still no change to like the logic of mana veins, right? Which is a very big thing for Kana, right? Mana veins, where they spawn and stuff like that is like, it's really bad, and that hasn't really been addressed, I believe, at all. So some of these are good changes. This change, please revert it, okay? Please revert it. I do not understand why they made domain only for the Kana, right? Maple Sea got this change like a long time ago, and now we're just getting it, and just like completely gutting Kana as a support is insane, right? Like actually fucking insane. A lot of these other changes are like pretty solid. Don't get me wrong. Like they could be better. Definitely could be better. Especially to Vank Charm, this needs to be for like 40 to 5, right? Like deadass, right? Or 10 or something like that. Not 25. Like this needs to be like 10 mana per second. But maybe they're cooking up more changes for the 2-minute balance, right? Because remember, this domain is 3 minutes. It's got to be changed to 2 minutes, right? So maybe they're cooking more stuff up for the 2-minute balance patch change. Who knows? Maybe they'll revert domain. Probably not, but who knows, right? They have to change it, man. They have to change it, or else Kana is on a one-way trip like jet out of the game, which it's not going to be because it's an integral part of the storyline in the game, you know, in JMS. Hayato, I don't really know too much about Sudden Strike. But the 20% damage bonus that it gives no longer applies to party members. So there goes Hayato's support. All right, get fucked, Hayato. Yeah. Okay, that's a change. And then yeah, they increased the I guess the buff from 30 seconds to 60 seconds. All right, but like the only thing that Hayato kind of like offered to a party is like, oh well. It's gone. Okay. And then we also have Lin. Right? Arc. Got a buff. I like that. Lin. Lin also got a pretty huge nerf. Alright. Pretty huge nerf. Alright. Awaken. Right? 1% final damage per 2k in. Up to 50% maximum FD. Right, decrease the focus target starting FD from 10 to 5%. Duration has been nerfed from 30 to 20 seconds. And then the Wake boost also nerfed by 10% final damage. So Lin is fine. I'm gonna be honest with you. Lin was extremely, and still is extremely overpowered for like the next 8 hours. Lin is still gonna be fine. In a 3-man party, she is still really fucking good. Now, I will say, if you're in one of those parties that has like a naked 285 Lin in your hard limbo party, get fucked. Alright? You're boned. Congratulations. Get fucked. But your Lin actually needs to be like well geared. It needs to be really funded. It has to be actually like do damage, you know. But it's definitely not bad for funded Lins, you know. It's not the end of the world. I think Lin is still an excellent support in the game despite this nerf. Okay, it's not like Kana, right? Like Kana got fucked, bro. like domain Kana got fucked so hard, right? And then Lynn's like, oh, we're just gonna give you a slap on the wrist. You know, it's like, yeah, you know, you lost a lot of your final damage. Yeah, you were kind of broken, you know. Oops, we overtuned you, you know. But it's like, oh, it's okay. You can still be in the party. No Mo update. No Mo updates. So that's like the only non-KMS class. It just recently came out, but no balancing to Mo. So they lied. They lied. Oh no. Nexon lying? They said to all classes, but they missed one. That's not good. That's not good. They missed a class. Lying. Anyways. This video is going to be like 2 hours long. Crossworld Auction House. You can watch it while you're wapping. Alright, there's Crossworld Auction House. Alright, it's being implemented. I hate this. I hate this because it's like, hey guys, you know, like, let's play on the dead servers, you know? And like, if you want to buy an item now, yeah, like you have that's a really cool item. I want to purchase it. 400 billion mesos. I have that. Oh, I also have to pay 400k NX on top of that. Go fuck yourself. So yeah, I don't like the fact that you have to pay Maple points to buy items from other servers. What? Bro, maybe this works in fucking KMS because it's like big and booming, and it's like nobody over here wants to fucking do this. Nobody. Like you have to pay an extra tax to buy an item from a different server. That is absolutely trash and absolutely insane. I mean, thank God that the fucking world merge is happening, right? Probably after the summer update, right? In September, that's what they said. Hopefully in September. So I really hope nobody uses this, okay? There will be people that use it, maybe for smaller purchases, and that's okay. But for big money purchases, I implore you, do not buy super expensive items. Just wait for the server merge, okay? Wait for the server merges. There's no fucking reason to like have to pay an extra like couple $100 on top of the $1,000 purchase that you're already making right through the auction house. So yeah. Also like group 1 Luna. Oh, Luna's like, oh hey guys, how's it going over there? You know, it's like group of 1, you know. But yeah, I don't like everything about Crossworld Auction House is great. Everything else, I don't like the Maple Point tax. I really hoped that they weren't going to bring this over, but they are. So it's ass, right? When buying items from other worlds, a service fee of 10% of the item cost is applied. The minimum service fee is 10 Maple points, right? So you have to pay a 10% Maple point tax, not a Meso tax. 10% Maple point tax to purchase the item from a different server. Right? Nah, this is literally the worst part about Crossworld Auction House. I fucking hate it. Right? I hate it. Everything else is nice. It's like, it's GG, it's dope, but yeah, Maple C 133 bill item needs 37k Maple points. Yeah. No grindstones nor scrolls is unfortunate. Oh, you can't do grindstones or scrolls? Use setup and etc items cannot be traded. Oh, even better. Yeah, even better. Even better. Yeah. Even better. Don't RMT without us. Yeah, without us. But yeah, no, you can't like sell like cross server like lucid earrings or, you know, hyper rock, which we're gonna get to later. You can't do fire starter. You can't sell fire starter rings cross server. You can't sell Star Force +1 scrolls or like the grindstones like we were mentioning or anything like that, right? But you can sell, I guess, your fucking Eternals, you know, and your Oz rings and whatever. So cool. That's nice. Yep. Okay. That's a thing. Meso market, cross-world Meso market. All right. Well, now that we have cross-world Meso market, you can no longer like gamba between servers. I know some people were doing that. Basically hopping on like Scania, Aurora, Elysium, Bara, and then just playing, I don't know, just playing roulette, right? It's like you're like buying cheaper on one world, selling higher on the other world, and you're just kind of like washing it. You're washing your maple points over and over and over again. So yeah, you can't do that anymore. Can't do that anymore. But money laundering, that's the word I'm looking for, right? People who were money laundering, right, using the Meso market. You can't do that anymore. So, yeah. They're integrating Challenger World for the Meso market. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. What noise do maple points make in the washer? Yeah. It's called arbitrage? I have no idea what that... Yeah, I have no idea what that word is. Okay, I'm gonna trust you guys on that. I have no idea what that means. Are these changes good for a reg server? I mean, I think Crossworld, the auction house, I think is ass. Personally, I think it's ass because of the maple point tax. Meso market, I mean, it's fine. I think this just kind of normalizes like the cost of maple points, you know, in Meso across all servers. So I guess it's okay. That's what I explained. Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. My bad. My bad. Okay. Improvements. Missile market improvement and changes. All right. Maximum trade request is 100 bill now. Cool. All right, we can continue. One patch, I want to see good reg server changes. Word. You can use a Meso market on Challenger World. Yeah, it's just a regular reg server. You know? Genesis weapon changes to the Liberation Quest. We went over this in the past, but if you don't already know, the need for Black Mage is completely removed from Liberating now. So you no longer have to kill Black Mage for the first time. You just have to do story mode. And then you will get your sealed Genesis weapon. Now, instead of needing to kill the Crux, you have to kill weekly bosses, right? The commanders. And then you get Traces of Darkness. Right, you have to fill up the bar instead of killing Black Mage, right? You still have to do your regular commander quest, like you gotta kill Von Leon or Caria Magnus with the restrictions. All that is the same, but the only difference Liberation now is that you get this bar, you get this gauge, and you gotta fill up the gauge by killing weekly bosses in order to complete the quest and move on to the next one. Okay, you can have a total of 1,500 traces of darkness at any point, any one point. Okay. Players who have already destroyed the Genesis Crux before the update will automatically receive 100% of the trace of darkness needed to complete the Commander After Image quest. So you don't get 1,000, right? You either get 500 or 1,000 going into the update if you have the Genesis Crux completed, right? If you have it not completed, your bar is going to be empty. All right, that's it. Either empty or full. And this is the amount that you're going to get depending on the boss and the difficulty. And remember that it is shared across people in your party, regardless if they are on the Liberation quest or libbed, unlibbed, whatever. So if you do Hard Damien in a party of 2, you only get 25 traces of darkness compared to soloing it for 50, right? So it's recommended, if you don't want to take super long to lib, it's recommended to like probably find a duo. We don't know how this is going to work like in Reboot though, right? For red dots and stuff like that. We have no clue how it's going to work, but we're going to find out, right? We're going to find out. It just says divided based on the people who entered, right? So I'm guessing even if you red dot, like you're still going to get traces. Maybe? Because it says entered. So I don't know. But there's no mention of like, you know, heroic servers here and how that's going to function and work. So yeah. What up, Randy? We're just going to have to wait and see. Wait and see. Vihila trace is needed to lower than KMS and C. Really? I thought it was just 1k. Anyways. It's just 500 and then just 1k. I don't know. I know. I thought it was always 1k. So. Monster Park improvements. Okay, so they improved Monster Park Extreme and the Metal Quest. Okay. Monster Park Extreme will now be closed. Entry will be closed until June 12th. Oh, until reset. Okay, tomorrow. Sure. They're changing it to weekly, right? The EXP increased by 400 by 400%. You can do it twice, and it resets every weekly boss reset, essentially. You can do it 2 times per week on different characters. You cannot do it on the same character 2 times per week. Okay? So there you go. And then Monster Park Extreme is now excluded from the Sunny Sunday perk. So you no longer get that 250% extra bonus EXP from Sunday MPE. All right. And then they also changed the Metal Quest as well. So instead of 77 clears per day, you only have to do 30 clears per day. Or 3 Monster Park Extreme clears on that day. Right? So they made it a lot easier in order to get the medal, which is great, right? Because waiting fucking 11 weeks to get this medal was not it, okay? It definitely was not it. But now you can get a lot faster. The event buff will still work on it? No. No. I do not think... Oh, the extra 50% you mean, right? The event. Maybe. Maybe. That I'm not too sure about. It does work? Okay. 470 per week if you solo for Genesis? Correct, yes. Just shy of 500 if you solo all of the hard difficulty bosses. Yeah, that's correct. 30 days is 5 weeks. 4 weeks would be 28, right? 7 clears per day. But it takes you just over a month in order to get your medal. Yeah. Maintenance starts in 8 hours from now. All right. Epic Dungeon changes. So these are we're also getting these. So Epic Dungeon, you will now be able to do High Mountain and Angler Company, right? Every week on different characters. You cannot do it on the same character, but you now will be able to do both of them per week. They made some changes to High Mountain and actually have a dev comment here, right? We've identified the cause of the lag. Yes! But I'll believe it when I see it. Occurring in High Mountain and made improvements. First, we optimized the art asset of the Golden Bee monster appearing in the last wave of stage 4 and 5, which caused the most lag. What the fuck was wrong with the art asset? What was wrong with the art itself? I don't get that. They decreased the number of monsters summoned by half. But to make sure there are no changes to gameplay, the points upon defeating the Golden Bee monster has been increased by 2 times. Additionally, we've improved the stuttering issue by preloading the data of monsters that are summoned by a large amount in each wave. Okay, I'll believe it when I see it. Okay, but yeah, okay, so that's cool. Hopefully High Mountain doesn't lag anymore. To be seen. Up, Rachel. To be seen, to be seen. Don't know if they're compensating Jenny boss traces. I guess we'll just see when you log in, right? There was no mention of that, but we'll see. Okay. Soul Erda Conversion. All right, let's move on. This is basically just for hexa boosters or energy, right? So it's a conversion of 1 to 3, right? So if you have like 20 Soul Erda, you can create 6, essentially 6 whole Soul Erda, right, from 20 and give it to a different character. Or you can trade 1-to-1 for a booster, which is unlimited. Okay, hexa boosters do not have a limit per day for usage, so that they don't cap out at 10. You can just use as much energy as you have and you're farming per day. You can use as many hexa boosters as you want, and these hexa boosters are transferable within your account, which is great. They work exactly like a VIP booster. Okay, it's exactly the same thing. But it can only be used on characters who have completed 6 job advancements. Keep that in mind. But like, this is gonna be huge for Reg server. Like, this is gonna be absolutely massive for Reg server because you can get like 5 hexa boosters per hour, right? So like every hour you're gonna be using like 4 or 5 hexa boosters, right? Which like that's fucking crazy. That's crazy. And they're making improvements to auto harvest. Okay, what kind of improvements are they making? They added a hotkey. Okay, added a notification feature that can be toggled on in the UI up on top. Notifications will pop up for the following statuses: when it's complete, when you log in again while auto harvest is in progress, it shows the remaining time, when the daily auto harvest reset occurs, and if auto harvest is available but not started yet. Seems like they changed the missions too. Clear Monster Park and defeat daily bosses. Okay. Okay, they added a little android as well to the coin shop. That's cool. They changed the daily auto harvest limit from 8 hours to 4 hours. Wonderful. Okay, that's a good change. That's a good change. So you only have to AFK 4 hours to get your rewards. They changed it so that if a character with an auto harvest in progress exits the game or switches characters, it will automatically resume when that same character logs back in. Nice. There you go. There you go. That is awesome. They increased the amount of profession credit obtainable per day from 150 to 300. So now you can get 300 coins per day for AFKing for half of the fucking hours, which is great. And then they also made some changes to the coin shop as well. Also made some changes too. Okay. Oh, I guess this is a good way to get like an android, you know? You don't get a heart with this, but this is a good way to get an android now, I guess. It's only 1,000 coins. And you can get like 2,100 per week, so... Yeah, Brilliant Dusk Essences. You get 10 of them. I get, yeah, Brilliant or Dusk, you can get 10 of these per week now. Right, if you buy the selector, right? Or you can just RNG with 20, right, instead. For the RNG pouch. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like it. I like it. Link skill revamp. Let's move on. Okay. Okay. The daily limit for transferring link skills has been removed. Dub. The Meso fee required to transfer a link skill more than 5 times has been removed. Dub. Changed where transferring, removing, and accessing preset for link skills cannot be used in boss battle maps. Okay. Well, there you go. Now it just kind of like shows you like your link skills. It kind of tells you all the information that you need to know. But pretty much you can apply link skills to your character and have them there forever. Unless you change them via preset or whatever. There's still only 12 slots, right? But like you apply the link skill to the character and it's there forever unless you change it, right? So you don't have to worry about swapping links, like you know, I don't have to worry about paying Meso to swap links as well. But link skills can now be applied to multiple characters, right, instead of just one character at a time. Yes, Sia's link is level 3. Yes, item birds, 1. You technically get a second one if you buy the premium pass for Sia. Okay. Access to UI. Okay. There you go. Yep. And then there's okay, nice. It tells you like what links you have or don't have. So it actually shows you what links, if you want to know what links you have or don't have, and then I guess like how to get it, maybe like what class that might be. But yeah, so that's really cool. You can just see that like in game now. Hyperburn in heroic server, probably on Challenger World. Quest improvements. All right, you can now completely skip the pre-quests, right? You can choose to view summary, but you can just completely skip the pre-quest. And so like you just no freaking summary, just load into Vanishing Journey, boom, right? Everything's done, right? Just 1 second, 1 click, just like that. Changed so the prerequisite quests to unlock a boss can now be skipped by characters within the account. So we're also getting the account changes as well instead of within world. So story quests, boss pre-quests, Root Abyss, you can now skip all of these across your account. So if you play in Chronos, for example, and you're going to be playing on Challenger World or Chronos, or you're going to be playing on Bera or whatever, you no longer have to redo your pre-quests for a lot of this stuff. You can just skip it because you already did it on a prior server. All right, and that's it. That is pretty much it. And then they've also made changes to symbol quests, right? The completion conditions for Grandis, 500, 300, 100. So very similar to Arcane. Like if you are at a higher area, so if you start at Cernium, if you get to Hotel Arcus, you no longer have to kill 500 mobs, you kill 300 mobs. If you get to Odium, you no longer have to kill 300 Cernium mobs, you only kill 100 Cernium mobs. And then your Arcus turns into 300 mobs because you got to Odium, right? Odium is still 500, right? Until you get to Shangri-La, right? And Arteria, right? And then it gets lower and lower and lower. So it starts at 500, then it goes down to 300, and then it goes down to 100. Same thing for Arcane River, and then the Arcane River weeklies will now be increased from 15 symbols per completion to 40. So instead of 45 symbols per week from doing Erda Spectrum, your Choo Choo PQ, you're getting 120 symbols per week for doing your weeklies. So now it's like giga fucking worth it. And then they also reduced the amount of maple points to complete, right? To like insta complete your dailies or weeklies, right? So dailies 1,600, 200. Same thing for Arcane River and Grandis, right? So it's cheaper now to buy your symbols if you're too lazy to do your daily. Okay. Book of Arcane River will be temporarily available after the maintenance. It will return a future update for Maple Chronicle. Okay, this is for Grand Athenaeum. A couple of changes to NPCs, blah, blah, blah. Don't really need to go over that. Not too keen about that. Some common quests as well. Okay. Boopity boop boop. We can swap those or... Alright. UI improvements and changes. Okay. UI improvements. So they're changing the Legion placement UI. There is going to be an auto solver in the game now. I heard that it's bad, unfortunately. So I don't know. I don't know how good it's gonna be. But I hear that the auto solver is not that good. I hear that it's not that good. Lol. Right. I guess we'll just have to get in game and try it for ourselves. Right, it's very slow if you have a lot of 250 blocks. Yeah. Okay. We'll just have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. Like probably using the Legion Solver website is still gonna be the go-to, but you can try it for yourself. You know, you can try it for yourself, and if you don't mind waiting, it'll solve it for you. Okay. But yeah, auto solver in the game. Medal and title appearance UI. So the reason why they're removing custom titles and like anvils and stuff like that is because we are going to have this new system in the game that essentially acts like it. So you have like your equipped title or medal, and you can change the appearance of that title or medal to something else that you want, right? And then you can toggle whether or not you want to display the title or medal in this new UI. And that's it. That's all it is, right? So that's cool. Right, it functions like the custom title without the 10% EXP. It functions like the, metal anvil, right? Except you don't need to anvil your metal anymore. So, yep, there it is. That's it. Then they also updated the metal UI as well to look more modern. They updated the quest UI to look more modern, right? Really good changes here. NPC quests, the labels of them just looks, more clean, looks neater, right? Your key bindings, also your quick slots are down here, right? Custom key settings are shared within the account, right? So this just looks, again, more modern, right? More options. Emotes, right? You can now type in emotes in game like you can in Twitch chat, right? By using the semicolon, right? And then typing in the emote and then just putting it in the chat. So that's cool. All right. You have different names for the emotes, and you can put those in game. Your chat window and UI, again, it just looks more modern, right? Compared to what it is now. And then there's also more options now. There's 24 different font colors. Okay. And you can change the color now for a lot more things. You can change the system message color. You can change the megaphone message color, right? But there's a lot more options now in the chat settings in order to be, so you can play around with that, right? However you want. And then there's also more common UI. You can probably read this in your own time, if anything, but nothing too crazy, right? So just more UI changes there. Map movement improvements and changes. There is now a town portal in every town, and you can actually just choose where you want to go. So you can literally go from Hennesis to Talahart if you want to, right? You click on this big giant portal. You no longer have to go to Six Path Crossway in Pantheon, you know, if you don't have a Hyper Rock, which we'll also talk about in just a second, probably. But yeah, so you can choose Maple World, you can choose Grandis, you can choose Arcane River, and then you just move there, right? So that's cool. Did I see the blacklist thing? No, I didn't. Hyper Teleport Rock changes. So this is actually really nice because it's Meso for Heroic, right? It's not going to be Maple Points, it's going to be Meso, which is great. Initially, right, if you want to teleport anywhere, you can click on the place like normally right now, but as a 5-minute cooldown, right? This is why they're removing Hyper Rocks from the game. Unless you have a permanent Hyper Rock, right, in Reg server, you can still use it forever. But this also means, I believe, that we are losing, at least in Heroic, we are losing a lot of our favorite maps, right? Our favorite saves in order to, like, you know, cubing maps, right? Star forcing maps, whatever. We're going to be losing a lot of those, right? RIP Legacy maps, especially in Heroic, right? Not in Reg server, but in Heroic. Why? Because Hyper Rocks will no longer be sold in the game. They're removing Hyper Rocks from the game. Okay? And then instead, there's these premium Hyper Teleport Rock that you can purchase, right? You'll be able to purchase it from the world map UI right here on the left side. And in Reg server, it's Maple Points. In Reboot, it's Meso. So you can pay 100 mil Meso for 31 days of no cooldown Hyper Rock, right? Which is great. I think that's a very fair price. There's a favorites on the bottom right of that UI. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, if you buy a Hyper Rock right now for like 7 days, maybe if you teleport to those maps, you'll be able to save them here. You know, I don't know. I don't think so. This is per character, I believe. It is per character. Yeah. It applies only to the character that used it. So, if you're going to want a Hyper Rock, you're going to have to pay like that 100 mil like per character. Right? I mean, that's fine. It's not a big price. So it's only 100 mil for like the entire month of being able to just like teleport wherever the fuck you want. I think that's fine. I think that's totally fine. Like, you have to buy Hyper Rocks per character anyways in the cash shop, right, to be able to move your character, unless you're like MVP. But yeah, like, you're just not gonna have to worry about it, and you just like every month you just renew it. Yep. And then on top of that, world map revamp. There you go. It looks more modern, more sleek, which is cool. That's that's nice. Here is the UI for the world map teleport. They're using the obviously the KMS Hyper Rock. You know, no longer our Hyper Rock, but they're using the KMS image, right? And it shows you here, like, oh, what do you want to do? You know, so this is a heroic version, right, where it's for Meso. The mini map just looks again more modern. So we're getting some of the UI changes, not the complete UI change. We're not getting that, right? But a lot of these individual UIs are being changed just to look a lot better, right? Yep. Boss and mob improvements and changes. You'll see here that there's a distribution option now, right? What does that mean? Basically, you're rolling a dice, right, for certain items in bosses, right? So this will lessen the amount of people yoinking stuff, especially in heroic, right? It should lessen that. I mean, I guess you still can if you RNG. Like, it's like, oh, you weren't supposed to roll for that, but you did, and you won, and then you run away. But there's a distribution system, right? And then each party member receives a random number between 1 and 999. The person that rolls the highest number gets a reward. Yep. I guess Party League can still yoink. I mean, I guess it is what it is. Then they did some, like, boss changes here as well. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, nothing too crazy. I love this. NPC changes. Resolved an issue where NPC Oz's image displayed incorrectly in the Black Heaven story. Wow. One single change. Wonderful. Wonderful. Item improvements. So from the daily gift reward, instead of the Hyper Teleport Rock, you're going to get a premium Hyper Teleport Rock coupon 1 day. Right? So you'll be able to apply that to a character. You have 1 day, 24 hours of just like, flying around anywhere. Right, moving around. No cooldown. Okay. What else? VIP boosters. They will now count towards your daily gift, harvesting mining requirements, Legion artifact weekly missions, guild weekly hunting points, and the achievement enemies near your level defeated. Okay, so VIP boosters now count towards a couple of extra things. That's cool. Wow. I think that's about it. Smart AI is coming into the game. I don't know if you're gonna want to use this, honestly. I have no clue if people use this in Korea or not, but it basically like generates frames like that are not supposed to. Not supposed to be there, but they're not there in the first place, right? But yeah, we're getting AI to MapleStory. So it's supposed to make things look better. I'll test it out. I'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll just make things look worse. We recommend enabling VSync using this feature. Yeah. Yep, that's basically it. Please know that some text in labels, medals, and titles may appear distorted if you move too quickly. Okay. We're getting DirectX 11 now in MapleStory. Okay, I guess that's supposed to just make the gaming experience better. Right? Hopefully. Hopefully. I guess compared to the DirectX 9, but new hardware. Let's go. Now we're getting back to more events. There we go. The Morning Star Banquet, which is like your generic event that gives you rewards, There's a daily, check-in. There's weekly check-ins. There's a bunch of coin shops. You get a bunch of rewards. An extra hyper burninator, right? No, there's no item burning box attached to it like in Maple Sea, unfortunately. And you do have to do this for 10 weeks. So you have to do your weeklies for 10 weeks. Your check-in in order to get the extra hyper burninator. Rewards are pretty standard, right? Prep Pendy, honor medals, right? Nodes, Luxe Sauna coupon, symbol selectors, black flames, advanced EXP vouchers over here, golden tomato punch king, right? Android, all that stuff, right? So pretty standard stuff. You'll get 3 3x coupons per day, 5 times a week. At the end, you'll get a Transcendent Growth Potion, right? For checking in all these days. Yeah, 6 events. Yeah. You either pick reward or coins. Hmm. Well, that doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, when you do your daily check-in, you'll get points for your temp stats, by the way. Daily check-in, that's for temp stat points. Okay. Wait, what do you mean you get either or? What the heck? Yeah. It does, yeah. You choose either the daily feast prep reward item or the memento coins. Okay. It's kind of weird. That's kind of weird, I guess. Huh. You will not be able to change your claimed item after selecting. I do like the 3x coupons per day, 5 times a week. That is really nice. The special feast, that's the weekly check-in, right? You do that 6,000 mobs, 2,003 times, right? And you get 3,000 memento coins. So is there only... Oh, okay. Yeah, so you do get 3K per week for doing your weekly. And then I guess you have to pick and choose. You have to pick and choose whether or not you want the reward or if you want more coins. Alright, so might want to plan that out. Just for extra coins. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Like, that's on you. That's on you. Okay. Hyperburninator. You cannot use the Hyperburninator in Challenger World. There you go. Okay. There you go. You cannot use the Burninator in Challenger World. So you can only use the Hyperburning Max event if you want to Hyperburn in Challenger World. There you go. There you go. And then the rewards, we kind of went over it. We don't have to go over everything, but pretty standard reward track, right, for the event. And I guess you have to either choose between the reward or the coins. So, yeah, it's pretty good. Lot of good stuff. A lot of good rewards. Okay. Hyperburninator only lasts for 14 days. Traded both in world. Well, I mean, for the coupon has a 2-week duration. Right? It can be used until November 11th, right? 2025. It is the 1+4, so it's 5 levels at a time for this Hyperburninator. Okay. And the burning booster cannot be claimed in Challenger World once all 5 world leaps have been used. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it says you get any rewards for this Burninator. Just the level ups. I don't think you get the rewards. They removed the line that Hyperburninator cannot be used in Challenger's World. Really? Where's that line? But it says it cannot be claimed. Hold on. Did they already update this? Huh. Oh, well. I guess they changed their mind. I guess they changed their mind. Oh, live editing while reading the patch notes. There you go. So I guess you can claim your Hyperburninator in Challenger World if you want to. Okay. Yep, there you go. There you go. Is that it? I think that is it regarding this section. Yep. The harvest, this is just temp stats. There's sacred power now added to temp stats, right? That's something to note. And then nothing here on the bottom is different. Yeah, this will still work with MPE. I was told the Monster Bar Clear XP still works with MPE. Pretty standard temp stats. Nothing really to talk about there or worry about. Very, very standard. Okay. And then there are also weekly boss coins. Is there? No. This is the Mento coins or just regular coins? Well, we'll see. We'll see. Shop is pretty standard. You know, what should you take advantage of? Probably the potential scrolls, right? Depends on like how new of a player you are. Potential scrolls, trait boost potion to unlock your pocket slot, right? Pot scrolls, node stones. I would buy those, right? The golden strawberry farm. It's per week. It's per week. The golden strawberry farm. It's per week. It's not just 5 times. It's per week. It's per week. That's gonna be really good to level up your legion. Level up your legion. Yes. And you also have bonk pots as well, obviously. But the strawberry farm. That's a dub. That's a dub. It's per week. Yes, sir. The event ring selector coupon also very good. If you need one, it's one of the like 3 good ones, right? Tenebrous, Glory Guard, Awake, right? I wouldn't really buy any of the other ones. A Fairy Heart coupon. Ooh, 12,000. That's a lot. that is a lot of coins. But you can get a Fairy Heart in the coin shop if you want to. Okay. There it is. It's not free. It's not free. You have to buy it. That is a lot. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty much it. Pretty much a character slot expansion coupon can be purchased if you're maxed out. Right. Challenger World exclusive extreme growth potion item cannot be used with Tera burning characters created in Challenger World. It tells you it's going to be closed August 27th. Victory badge. Okay. So now we have these victory badges. What do you have to do to get victory badges? Weekly boss coin shop. There it is. There it is. So you get 2,000 victory badges and 50 special victory badges per account. Boo. Boo. Not per server, per account. Yikes. Back to the account bullshit, man. That's why I liked the Victoria Cup, because it was per server. You know, so I could take advantage of it on both servers, not just one. Okay. And victory badges and special victory badges can be earned from the following bosses. And it tells you how many badges you can get, up to 2,000 normal ones and 50 special ones. Okay, the special ones are from normal Kalos, and then only the hard bosses. Okay, so you so you have to do, if you can do Extreme Lotus, you get 50. If you can only do up to normal Kalos, you only get 10. But if you can do Extreme Lotus or normal Kaling, normal Limbo, Sea Kalos, and everything higher, you get all 50, right? Or you just get 10 if you only do N Kalos. Okay. You need to solo. Where does it say that? What? Oh, what the fuck? Weekly boss defeats only count when in a solo party or not in a party at all. What the fuck? Oh, I mean, you can do it in practice mode. Yeah, you can clear it. You can clear it in practice mode, so you can use Sayrams for 30 minutes. You know, you can cheat it. You can cheat it. What the fuck? I mean, I can do it just fine, but like, what the fuck? Okay, so you have to solo for the weekly boss coins now? Who the fuck decided that? That is so cringe. The badges can only be used within the world where they are obtained in. Hate this shit. Yeah, that is kind of lame. That is kind of lame. Okay, so good. It's a good thing you guys caught this. Okay, I appreciate that. It's a good thing you caught this, but you do have to solo apparently to get your weekly boss coins, right? So the coins that you see here, right, the bosses, right, you have to solo them to get the coins. It's like, oh, you can solo hard Saren. All right, well, you just get your 2,000 coins. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. If you can solo up to C10E, you are totally fine. You are Gucci. Okay? Because, I mean, like, bro, like, you do hard Varus Hilla and hard Darknell. I mean, like, you're good. Right? Is it a typo? I don't know. I don't know. Could it be? It could be. It could be. But, like, I don't know. So I think you'll be fine. Like if you can solo up to C10E, or maybe even like hard Lomian, like this, you get 1600 for each of these bosses, right? It only counts the highest boss. Ew. I see. I see. So you're gonna have to solo hard Saren to get maximum coins. Oh. Okay. Well, that's cringe. Karma bonus bright cubes. No. No. The karma. Rip tradable bonus bright cubes. Rip service. F07. It was a good run. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm still gonna, obviously, I'm gonna still get these. Right? Once, at least 1 week in reg server, you know. Still 30 of them, right? I can use those. But aside from that, yeah. And then what do we have here? Oh, the Abyssal Rebirth Flames are coming. Okay. That's cool. We're getting Abyssal Rebirth Flame coming back. Mugong Shards. But these are the, what? The tier 5 to 7 flames, right? But these are only from the, what are they called? Sorry. Special victory badges. Right? Those are only from the special victory badges. So in order to get the Abyssal Rebirth Flame, you have to solo X Lotus. Well, you have to at least solo normal Kalos, right, to get 10. But you have to solo X Lotus, or you have to solo, like, you know, normal Kaling. Oh god, thank god you can solo X Lotus for these. So yeah, you can do it in practice mode. Yes. It says right here you can also claim victory and special victory badges when taking on a boss in practice mode. So you can use 30-minute Sayrams, you know, and just cheese it. Yeah. So that's good. At least you get a 30-minute Sayram. So boss because you're in challenger count in practice? Yes, they do. They count in practice. Yep, they do. Okay, moving on. The Meso shop, bro. They need to fucking change this, man. They need to change this. Like, in Heroic, man, like, these Eternal and Black Flames, like, 500, bro. Who's buying these? Who, like, we need a quality of life improvement for these fucking flames in the Meso shop. Who the fuck is buying these, bro? 500 mil each, 750 mil each. I have no idea. I have no idea. Like, remove a 0, okay? And make them 50 mil each and 75 mil each, and then I'll buy them. But, like, I have no idea who the fuck is buying a Black Flame for almost 1 bill Meso. That is crazy. But this Meso shop is pretty standard. Nothing really to talk about here too much. Ooh, except Chotomate white gold throwing stars and white gold bullets. Ooh. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I don't know how much attack those give, but you can buy it for 6 billion mesos, or 3 billion mesos for the bullet. The star itself is untradeable though. Interesting. You cannot move this star within account. It's 28 attack, so it's not Bis. It's not Bis, because Balanced Fury is 30. Yeah, it's 30. So, and you can also move those around, but it's just for the looks. Right, yeah. They do look pretty cool, though. They do look pretty cool. Resolve, yeah. Yeah, they do look cool. They do look cool. They could have added, like, a picture of them, honestly. Okay, well, there you go. Story of Servants. What is this? This is for just a display case, I guess. Okay. Yeah, you get a display case for that. Banquet's Blessing. Okay, are y'all too busy to grind for some EXP? Yay! AFK EXP. The game's gonna lag even more. Yes! Broomies Cleanup. This is the EXP skill. I don't see a limit. You guys, Nerge, do you guys see a limit to this EXP skill? Because I don't see a limit to this. Does this skill just infinitely proc, like, just as much as you grind? I mean, I assume there's a limit, but it's not listed in the patch notes. So, right, I'm going to assume there's a limit, but it's not there. But yeah, it's just the EXP skill, right? Okay. Where'd you read the grandest thing? In grandest maps? Where'd you read that? Is that later on? I don't think I got there yet, honestly. Unless I missed it. Yeah, I mean, there's always gonna be some mistakes in patch notes. Like, it is what it is, you know? Hyperburn Max. There it is. We're finally on to the burning events. Characters who were newly created or existing characters that are between 200 and 258. Sia Astelle cannot be Hyperburn maxed. Even with the coupon, right? So, Sia cannot be Hyperburned. Okay. In Challenger World, because you can also set as Tera Burn, you know, it'll ask you if you want to set it. Just make sure you set it to the right one, right? Extra levels. Yes, let's go. Levels. Hell yeah. You're going to get 5 levels at a time, right? Zeros need to get to 200 in order to get 5 levels at a time. Level up support rewards are distributed to all Hyperburn max characters, right? Okay. And then when you reach certain rewards, or a certain level, sorry, you get rewards. And if you Hyperburn in Challenger World, you get even more rewards. Ooh, did they fuck this up? Oh, no, okay. They didn't, okay. I was about to say. I mean, you know, you never know. Can she be burned with the second burning that we get from the check-in event? I'm going to assume no. I don't know the answer to that question, but I'm going to assume if they said that you cannot participate in Hyperburning Max, I'm going to assume that she just cannot be Hyperburned in general. So even with the coupon. Further down? Gotcha. Okay. I'm not there yet. Okay? So. Alright. So for Hyperburning, it's pretty standard, you know, reward stuff. Okay? And I always stress this, but I'll stress this again, right? They say right here that when an existing character is set as a Hyperburning max, you cannot claim deliver rewards for levels you already reached. Okay, so for example, if you decide to Hyperburn max your 225, right? For example, my 225 Phantom, right? If I decide to Hyperburn that character, I do not get the 200, 210, 220, and 225 reward, right? I think there's a 215. I don't remember. We'll check. But the point is, you don't get any of the 200 to whatever level you are. You don't get any of those rewards. You still get the pre-200 rewards, right? So you get the level 10 to 199. You still get all of those rewards, right? Those are the starter rewards. But you don't get any of the post-200 rewards for levels that you already achieved. Okay? So keep that in mind. But yeah, pretty standard. You get a pet. You get frozen gear. Temporary CRA. You get the Eternal Flame Ring. Is all characters get this, right? And the Eternal Flame title. That's the pre-200 rewards, right? And then post-200, you have 200, 210, 215, 220, 225, and then blah, you know, blah, 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 blah. Keeps going. Okay? They make an emphasis for Challenger World because on Challenger World you get enhanced rewards, right? If you decide to use your Hyperburning over there. So for example, instead of a level 7 arcane symbol, you get a level 10 arcane symbol, right? For that area. And then you get additional rewards too, like 200 node stones here. You get a best in slot event ring and cubes for that event ring. You get black flames. These are all for the Challenger World, right? I'm talking about Challenger World right now. Right, you get more node stones. You get black flames. You get more node stones, more honor medals. Right, you get the Abyss Hunter ring, right, on Challenger World as well for 230. You get more EXP nodes. You get more arcane symbols. You get more EXP nodes, right? You get more arcane symbols. More EXP nodes. More arcane symbols. And then you also get a level 5 Cernium symbol, like just like off the rip, level 5 Cernium symbol on Challenger's World. Right, so those are the benefits for doing it over there compared to whatever server you currently play on, right? Yeah. Tera Blink. Tera Blink is basically fast-tracking your character to 200 if you hyperburn a brand new character, like on Challenger's World, right? If you hyperburn a brand new character, this is you do some missions, right? And it's going to zoom you to level 200, right? Only for newly created hyperburns, right? If you're pre-existing, you're already 200, you're not gonna, like, if you're 200, you're not gonna Tera Blink, right? Like, you're already 200, right? So you don't do this. Okay. Yeah. Item burning. Yes. Item burning. Requirement for item burning, which is until November 11th. Item burning is for level 200 and above characters that have completed a greater power quest, right? Or zeros that have completed story quest act 2, right? A greater power is basically like one of the beginner quests for Vanishing Journey, right? So you don't have to be burning to get your challenger gear, right? There's no like I can't what's the word? There's no specifics, right? I don't know what the word is I'm trying to think of. Yeah, requirement. Specific. I can't say that word. I can't say that word. We're gonna say requirement. Okay, we're gonna say requirement. There's no requirement to be burning, right? To be hyper burning in order to use the item burning. Your level 10 character made before this event and a hyper burn max it. Can I still get Tera? You can't. That's the thing. If you want to hyper burn a pre-existing character, it has to be level 200. Right? It has to be at least 200. You cannot hyper burn a pre-200 if it's already made. Okay? Item burning is really good, right? You have level requirements, you have the boss missions, and then your gear just gets better and better and better and better. It's temporary, unfortunately, right? It doesn't last forever. But you can see here, level requirement, the mission, and then it gets stronger and stronger and stronger, which is great, right? This is exactly what you want when you're joining the game, just for an easier time. And then eventually you will replace this. But this is basically equivalent to like 18-star gear, right? So you're gonna have to like really grind out your gear sets to be able to Star Force them, to make them better than your Challenger gear. And speaking of Challenger gear, we have Challenger World, right? Challenger World will be available from June 11th to September 24th. Okay. Is that... less than I thought? Is that only 3 months? Right? It's like 3, maybe 3.5. It's less than KMS. Yeah. It's not even 4 months, right? KMS had 22 and we have 15. Dang. Yeah, so that's even less time than I think even less time than Maple Sea. Right? Up to 5 characters can be created in Challenger World. No links, no Legion, none of that shit. You do get a very nice passive though, to help you out in Challenger's World, right? And it's also available for Heroic as well, which is cool. Let me just read here. Okay, after the world ends, all characters will be automatically moved to the Challenger Leap Zone, and will be the following will be unavailable. Okay. All right. In the Maple Guide, Maps are now instanced for each player, and up to 10 per map. In grandest maps, up to 8 players can share the same map. So this is only in Challenger World. Huh. So for below 260, you can have up to 10 people per map. And then above 260, 8 people per map. There you go. Yeah, upon making your character, you get some pearl gear, right? You can create up to 3 Tera Burn characters, right? Which is basically free level 200 characters that you'll also be able to transfer and move over, right? On top of the, you know, Challenger World character, probably your Hyper Burn that you're making there. You can make an additional 3 Tera Burns, right? And they get rewards too. So that's nice. Rewards can be claimed until September 23rd. You got hunting missions, level missions, boss missions, which you can complete in... you have to solo these. You can do it in practice mode, right? So there's that. There's the point breakdown. There's also coins. There's a coin shop, right? That you can use in order to... buy stuff. I say the word right a lot. Right. It's basically my fill-in word for so I don't go all the time. Right? I feel like that's more annoying. Shut up! My bad. Right. The amount of challenger points you own determine your tier. My bad. Oh, man. Earn challenger points from completing Challenger World missions to increase your tier rank and more. Okay. Reaching Emerald tier and above is for characters outside of Challenger World. So for the first 3 tiers, this is for your character inside of Challenger World. And Emerald, Diamond, and Challenger, those are rewards are outside of Challenger World. Right? Damn it, now I'm gonna be... Now I'm just so self-conscious about every time I say right. Oh my god. Yeah, and then there's extra incentive to move over to Hyperion because you get 15 Ultimate Legion growth potions instead of 10. So you get 6k Legion for free. Free quotations. Free 6k Legion for free. Instead of 4k if you decide to go to Hyperion. Okay. Rewards here for reaching bronze, silver, etc. You get a lot of solar fragments, medals, a temporary level 4 Oz ring for getting gold rank, which is going to help you out in your Challenger World journey. You get a free roar, free cont. No one's fucking choosing weapon jump. So you're either going to choose continuous or ring of restraint. Very good. That's going to help you out a lot. And then for Emerald, Diamond, Challenger only gives you a medal, right? Ooh, wow, shiny medal. Diamond gives you the NX set, 2 legendary potential scrolls, right? Obviously the Legion growth potions. Emerald just gives you the Legion growth potions, right? Shit. Reg server gets Karma bonus bright cubes. Reboot gets Karma bright cubes. For Emerald. Coin shop. Let's see. You can get 1 3x coupon per day. You get some black flames, mystical cubes, solid cubes. The quantity is like okay, I suppose. It's not that crazy. 30 epic potential scrolls. Okay. Unlimited spell traces in interactive. 1,000 for 100 coins. It's gonna help you out. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. The World Leap. Okay, the first World Leap, August 27th. So you have to wait 2 months at least 2 months in order to world leap your character out of Challenger World. Let's say you're finished in 2 months, right? You have to wait at least 2 months in order to world leap. And the second one will be on September 24th. Okay, Challenger World ends on September 23rd. All right. World Leap details. Only characters 130 and above, and up to 5 characters can World Leap, so they have to be at least 130. If you have no open character slots, one will be added automatically. Ooh. Ooh. But if your character slots are full, you cannot World Leap. So you don't need the character slot to over to the server. Interesting. Interesting. So it's a free character slot if you don't have max. The following items will not transfer over: your items and mesos in your cash inventory, auction house or delivery package, and backgrounds obtained from coupons and stuff like that. Characters cannot transfer if they're in or requesting to join a guild, or if you are guild lead. Okay, event coins and shared skills will carry over to your designated world. Characters that are not transferred by the World Leap deadline will be deleted, and characters with the following items in their inventory cannot World Leap. So you cannot World Leap if you have the Challenger Oz Ring, or Mystical Cubes, Karma Solid, Karma Bonus Mystical, or the Star Force Scroll. So you have to use those. You have to throw them away. You have to use them or toss them if you want to be able to World Leap. And then we have the Hyperion World Leap event. Right, this is in Chronos specifically. And they're like, yeah, guys, get the fuck out of here. Please, please, please leave. That's basically what they're telling you. So if you're planning on moving over to Hyperion from Chronos, you're going to get some extra benefits for the first 3 days, right? Or miss out, you know? First 3 days after the maintenance, you have 100% Rune XP, combo orbs, 1.5 times item drop rate, 2 times monster collection, right? And that's it. That's it. 3 days. 3 whole days. That is right. 3 whole days. Crazy. You can create a Legion Leap box. Huh. Interest. What the fuck? You can transfer your Legion progress when leaping worlds by creating a Legion Leap box. That's interesting. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, key details can be found here. They updated it. Okay. Huh. Legion Leap Box. Yeah, this wasn't here before. Allows you to carry over progress for Legion coins, artifact points, and artifact EXP. Oh. So it doesn't just like neatly wrap all of your Legion characters in a box. It's just for coins, artifact points, and EXP. That's good though. That is, I'm not gonna lie, that is good. I like that. I do like that. Okay. Once created, it stores the following amount of Legion coins you had when the Leap Box was created, up to 20,000 Legion artifact points, and 100% of your Legion artifact EXP. That's very good. I like that. Doesn't jump the blocks. Well, you have to like individually jump your characters. I don't think there's a limit, right? Right? Fuck. There is no limit to how many characters you can leap, so you can just like leap everything one at a time. You know, it's like whoop, whoop, whoop. What about the special blocks? Yeah, you're fucked, right? You can't leap your special blocks. Those aren't actual characters. So Yeah. Transfer duplicate there? What do you mean by duplicate? In their inventory? I would assume that. Yeah. Would assume that. Not 100% sure, but if it's equipped, it might be fair game. Pointed from reg. Okay. Oh, you can't world leap from reg though, but oh, yeah, that's fine. Hyperion's gonna be pretty lit. Thank you for the resub. We have the summer tutorial mission, summer's guide. Okay, moving on now. Moving on. What is this for? This is for characters level 101 and higher. Okay, something about newly created characters. Select the summer tutorial mission from the event list and participate. Okay, view your progress. All right, each mission in the summer tutorial mission can be started at specific levels, and you can proceed by following the guidance from Spiegelette. Once you have completed a mission, you can claim your rewards and move on to the next mission. There's no... So this is not for, like, newly created characters? You know? You could just do this on any character, so just, like, extra rewards. Another event, yeah, another event. But I guess that's kind of cool. You know? It doesn't specify. For new players, it doesn't specify, though. So maybe that's going to have to be updated in the patch notes. But as of right now, like, it just says all you have to do is you have to be 101 or higher. So can I do this, like, on my arc? This looks like a new player event, right? But, like, it doesn't say it. Yeah. 1 hour of 3x, a trait boost potion. Right, first steps follower. Right. Don't know what that is. The rewards are pretty minor. Yeah. Yeah, 1 monster park, free entry ticket. Okay. Some of these, maybe it's like an NX or something. Epic potential scroll, EXP node, 50 arcane symbols. These are all tradable in the world, by the way. So I guess you can do this on your Sia. Oh, what if you can do this on your Sia? Because they're all transferable. Your Sia is technically a new character. I don't know if this is for new characters or not. It doesn't say that it is or not. But yeah, just like, yeah, just some rewards here. Legendary elixir. A say. Okay. Yeah, 2 VIP buff coupons, 5 black flames, 1 solar to energy, 10 sacred symbols. Okay, more black flames. I totally get it. Yes, the I totally get it medal. Yes, yes. Clear the familiar quest. Okay. The summer tutorial mission participation records are shared with all characters within the account. Rewards from each mission can only be claimed once per account. So you can select, yeah, the VIP buff selector coupon. Yip, it's only 1 day, right? Sayrams, Aurelia. Items obtained by using first step follower are untradeable and permanent. Okay, so it doesn't really say that you have to be a new character or not. I guess we'll see when we get in game. The Luxe Sauna is here because we're getting coupons from the Morningstar Banquet event, right? This is... what's it called? This is the AFK EXP Premium AFK EXP. Okay. Hold on. Can you buy this now? Chotomate? You have a coupon, right? Yeah. The use duration for the Luxe Sauna is recharged by 1 hour by using 3k maple points. Each coupon extends the timer by 30 minutes and can charge... charge time cannot exceed the event duration remaining limit. Coupons can only be... Okay. After the event period ends, you cannot obtain EXP if there is any remaining from the Luxe Sauna. It can be recharged up to 24 hours per week, and it resets every weekly boss reset. So you can buy 24 hours of EXP per week. Yeah. Bro, you have no idea how much, bro. 24 hours is one level at 270. Okay? 24 hours of EXP, of Luxe Sauna Premium EXP, that is one level at 270. That is 2 levels at 260. That is crazy. That was 12 hours? Yeah, 12 hours is one level. But you can do 24 hours now. It's very fucking pricey. Absolutely. Very fucking pricey. I don't know how much it is at certain levels, but there is a calculator that you can use. I think use the AFK command. Is it AFK or AFK EXP? AFK EXP maybe? Ah, there it is. Yeah, so if you use this utility right here for AFK EXP, right, for example, diving map, but it's just a Luxe Sauna, right? You can choose dive time. So let's say, for example, someone asked that 287, right? 287, right? 0%. I gotta stop saying right. 0%, 24 hours. I would get 7.5%, 9T EXP at 287. That's per week. That's per week. A lot. Yeah. At 270, right, you are getting a full level. 98.8%. Basically, like 5.3 T EXP at 270. Fuck, man. It's a lot. It's a lot of money, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see. We will see. We will see. But the Luxe Sauna now is pay to win. Hell yeah. And you get free tickets from the event. Okay. There it is. There it is. Hit the road. All right. Hit the road participation event. After the patch, you'll be able to claim the gifts on the bottom. What's in the box? What's in the box? In the box, we have a Stargazer unit damage skin. We have a Stargazer label and chat ring and a medal with no stats. I mean, if the unit damage skin looks cool, that's not bad. But yeah, that's okay. Nothing too crazy. It's no like 30-day vac pet or anything like that. People thought like, oh, they're going to give us like a free vac pet. But yeah, good solo bossing classes for Challenger World. Bowmaster, Marksman, Wind Archer, Buck, Night Lord, Demon Slayer. Bishop would be okay. Those are classes with like high crit or don't need crit rate, especially for bossing. Yeah, Bowmaster or Wind Archer? I'll say Bowmaster. Bowmaster. Is he not a good solo class? It's fine. Lyn, yeah, Lyn's okay. Yeah, that skill sequencing is going to go hard. Miracle Time. Miracle Time as well is coming back. Here are the dates. Here are what is available as well. There you go. Okay. Where are badges? I don't see badges. I'm going to assume it's going to be on August 9th, like here. But I don't see badges. Always missing those. Sunny Sunday. Sunny Sunday. Okay, first Sunny Sunday, we have a rune appearance cooldown. Okay, we have, what's it called? Haste. We have a Haste Sunny Sunday coming up for the first one. Extra 250 Monster Park EXP as well. Does not include Monster Park Extreme anymore. Okay, so the Sunny Sunday perk does not mention Monster Park Extreme. And then also a fuck ton more EXP from Portals and the Banquet's Blessing. That's crazy. And then the week after is another Haste Sunny Sunday. They really want you to grind. Shining Star Force confirmed for June 29th. That's what we said. We've been saying June 29th, but now it's officially confirmed. Last Sunday of this month is Shining Star Force, okay? Which is just 30% off and 5, 10, 15 at the same time. And then July 6th, we have Half Off Honor and Mag Soul event as well, and 2 times Mongol. Jesus. Increased number of elite monsters summoned while hunting from 1 to 3. Okay, that's new. That is new. That's new. But wow, we have Mongol Sunny Sunday, Half Off Honor, and Mag Soul all in one. And then the final Sunny Sunday is 30% off Star Force on July 13th. And then after that, we're going to go into part 2 of the Stargazer update, right? With Ride or Die 2, with M3, M4 coming out for Hexa, and Dave the Diver collab as well. Okay. And then something about the Steam Community Market refund process, if you're using the Steam Community Market and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. The refund feature is still being prepared, and it should be available at the end of June. And you can retrieve your items from the Maple Administrator. Okay, but they are removing the NPC after the maintenance. So Oswell is being removed after the maintenance, so no longer going to be there in the free market. But if you've purchased items from the Steam market, or you have items in your inventory after the maintenance, you will be able to retrieve your items, and it requests a refund on August. Wait, what? Wait, so are your items just like in purgatory until August 26th? Huh? I'm confused on that. I thought this meant like, oh, you can like retrieve your items like, you know, by August 26th. So many events, dude. And this is only part 1, okay? Think the Maple admin has your items now? Maybe. I don't know how this line right here just makes it sound very weird. You know? Oh god. Okay. We are finally at the end of the patch notes. 2.5 hours in. What do we want to talk about? There's still a little bit more to talk about, okay? A little bit more. There's still a little bit more to talk about. So, no guild skill changes, right? Some of you guys have been mentioning in chat. That's correct. No mention of guild skill changes going down to 5 minutes. Obviously, elephant in the room. No 2-minute changes as well. That is not the major job changes to every single class. Okay, we got Bamboozled. We got Schmeckeldorfed. As well as no motion changes as well in that list. Okay. Also, another thing is there is no boss crystal changes. This was mentioned in the 20th anniversary Inkwell notes, but if you guys don't remember, they were supposed to do something about boss crystal, right? Adjustments, and we plan to make our decision and implement it by the summer update version 260, releasing on June 11th. So this is not coming on June 11th. There's no mention in the patch notes about boss crystals. Maybe it's going to come July 16th in part 2. But as of right now, nothing mentioned in the patch notes about boss crystals, unless it's going to be ninja added, you know, during the maintenance, and but there's no table or anything like that. No mention of boss crystals being changed at this time. Okay. And then we also have cash shop updates. So I also want to briefly talk about this. Philo books are coming back for 2 weeks in reg server. Chains are coming back, all right? Tradable 90-day chains in reg server. Awesome. 0.5% pull rate, by the way. Then we also have vac pets. Vac pets are coming back. Yes. Yes, vac pets, okay? These are the standard, you know, purchasable vac pets. No gotcha for 99 KNX. They will be available in Challenger Heroic World. Okay, so if you are going to be playing in Challenger World, congratulations. You will now be able to purchase a vac pet for the small price of $100 US. -1. And then we have the boss outfit packages. This is really cool. I like this. This is actually a nerf compared to the Cygnus and Hero packages that we had previously, earlier this year. But, you know, there is a boss title and an EXP title, right? The red one is the boss title. Blue one is the EXP title. These packages are $60. These titles the coupons only last for 60 days, not 270. Oh, sorry, not 270, 180. These coupons do not last for 6 months this time. They only last for 2 months this time. But you also get 4 boss package selector coupons. So there's that. But yeah, the coupons do not last for 6 months, only 2 months. So you can at most extend it to like September, right? End of September, pretty much, if you want to buy the boss. Okay. They also have the boss hair and face coupons for all the bosses included, right? And then the packages as well. If you want to buy the individual packages, you don't want to buy the titles, but you want to buy the individual packages, right? Again, this is for 2 weeks until the 25th, but you have Magnus, Arcarium, Dark Cygnus, Damien, Will, Varus Hilla, Dark Nell. This one's amazing. I fucking love it. The Black Mage. You have Saren, Kaling. Cape looks fucking fire. Bigfoot. Hell yeah. And Limbo. Okay. So those are all of the boss packages that you can get. Aside from that, you have the Wonderberry as well for Challenger Interactive. So this is for Reg server, right? This is Challenger only, right? But Challenger Reg server also have an opportunity and chance to get a VAC pet. And we have permanent transparent gear also on sale, but only for a week. Only for a week until June 18th. So we didn't get this sale during the anniversary, but we're getting it right after. So if you want to pick up some permanent transparent gear, you have until June 18th to do so. Okay. And that's it. So VAC pets in Challenger Worlds, transparent gear, and boss packages and filler books for Reg server. With the Chains of Resentment totem being available. So that's the Cash App update. Oh, okay. Yes. Aside from that, that's pretty much it. Okay. That is all of the patch notes. We went through everything. If you still have questions, you can feel free to ask. But we are going to end the video there. So, thank you guys for watching. If you're watching this in video format on YouTube. And I hope to see you all in the next one.